In the personal stories segment tonight are celebrity photographers crossing the line to get their shots. Well, George Clooney thinks so. Take a look at this run-in where the actor accuses the paparazzi of putting people in danger.
Yeah, you broke some laws, right?
He's the driver.
Okay, well, you broke about how many laws did you break?
He's the driver.
Okay, how many laws did you break, though?
I'd say middle lane.
Yeah, no, middle lane. You go too fast. You cut me off across to the left. Make turning on to from Mulholland. So how many laws do you break? How many times? How many people do you put in danger?
Meanwhile, in an Australian court case, actress Nicole Kidman has testified about her scary experiences getting chased by a photographer. Joining us now from Los Angeles, entertainment reporter Shira, Lazar. And before we get to the paparazzi stuff, the big story everyone's talking about today is this life-threatening medical mistake involving Dennis Quaid's newborn twins.
Yes.
Tell it, what happened here?
Well, this weekend, his newborn twins were given an overdose of the blood thinner heparin. Now, typically, adults are given a 10,000-unit dosage, but these newborns, they were given the 10,000-unit dosage when they were supposed to be given just a 10-unit dosage. Cedars-Sinai Medical Center has given an official statement apologizing for this incident. They take complete responsibility. Thankfully, the newborns are in a good state right now. They're in the intensive care unit. So all is good right now, but this could have been a very tragic situation.
Yeah, the problem here, Shira, is, you know, Dennis Quaid, right? Everybody knows who he is, and
yes,
they don't take proper care here. I mean, it's becoming increasingly apparent in our hospitals today. We've got to be on guard all the time to make sure they get it right. Of course, something should be talked about in another segment. All right, let's talk about George Clooney. You know, generally a pretty cheery guy, right? He gets along with the paparazzi, walks down the street with them, talks to them. What the heck happens here? You know, he was in a motorcycle accident, I guess, a couple months ago, and then almost had one here. What do you hear behind this?
Well, when you see celebs like George Clooney, who typically are pretty amicable with the paparazzi, you see him ranting and raving about them, you know something is wrong. What went down is that he was driving on his motorcycle with his girlfriend in the Hollywood Hills, and he was being followed by the paparazzi. They were swerving, they were driving in the middle of the road, they were going through red lights, and that's when he stopped on the side of the road, and he wanted to take down their license plate number, because what they were doing was illegal. And that's where they crossed the line here. These celebrities, they let the paparazzi take these pictures. There is a respect and, you know, a give and take here. But when they cross the line and start doing illegal things like running red lights and putting other people in danger, that's when something needs to be said, John.
You know what? Look, I got, Scarlett Johansson got in a crash while trying to dodge paparazzi.
Yes.
Lindsay Lohan, who, I mean, let's forget what she's been through and what she's doing, but, they rammed her car. Reese Witherspoon, sideswipe.
Oh,
Princess Di, the most famous incident of paparazzi. Did the police ever crack down on these people, or do they just keep doing what they do?
John, I've been around paparazzi before. I spent a whole day right before Paris Hilton went to jail. And let me tell you, there was no police around. We were talking about 30 photographers, videographers outside our house, and there are no police to be seen. And so that's why you're seeing a lot of these things being done. You see high-speed chases just trying to get these shots. And a lot of times police are not coming into play here.
It's crazy. You know, it is, at the end of the day, all about the money. I mean, I guess $4 million for a shot of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's kid. I mean, that kind of money, people do crazy things. But you know what? We've seen somebody get killed partially because they were harassed. We don't need it anymore. We got to get the police out of there. And, to some of these stars, maybe they ought to stop driving some of their cars out there. But, Shira, thank you for being with us as always.
Thank you, John.
Still to come, the PC police in Seattle get their